Look out, across the sands of time. There on the Giza Plateau, a monument pierces the sky. The Great Pyramid. It has stood for over 4.5 millennia, a silent witness to the rise and fall of empires, the birth of nations, the endless march of human history. We look upon it and we feel a sense of awe, a sense of mystery. How did they do it? How did a civilization armed with primitive tools construct something so massive, so precise, so enduring? This is not just a question for historians or archaeologists. It challenges our assumptions about the past and our place in the long story of humanity. The fascination is universal. It crosses cultures, languages, and generations. From the moment we first see its image as children, we are captivated. Its perfect geometry aligns with the stars. The pyramid asks us a profound question. What are the limits of human potential? For centuries, the dominant theory was one of brute force. The Greek historian Herodotus, writing 2,000 years after the pyramid's construction, described a massive workforce of 100,000 men. He spoke of them toiling for decades, dragging colossal stones up enormous ramps. This image has been etched into our collective consciousness. A single, long, straight ramp would have been an engineering marvel in itself, eventually larger than the pyramid it served. Perhaps a spiral ramp wrapping around the pyramid as it grew, or maybe an internal ramp, a hidden corridor snaking up through the core. Each theory presents its own set of challenges. The narrative of a slave-driven project has been challenged. Modern archaeology has uncovered the remains of a workers' village near the pyramids. The evidence speaks not of slaves, but of skilled laborers, well-fed, with medical care and rotating crews. They were organized into rotating crews, names like the Drunkards of Menkora. This was a national project, a source of pride and unity. These classic theories laid essential groundwork. They forced us to imagine the logistics involved. Let us try to grasp the scale of the challenge. The Great Pyramid of Giza is composed of an estimated 2.3 million stone blocks. The average block weighs about 2.5 tons, the equivalent of a large car. Some granite blocks weigh up to 80 tons. These stones were quarried at Aswan, more than 500 miles to the south. Imagine the task. Cut these behemoths with copper tools and move them north. It began with copper tools, human strength, levers, and patient craftsmanship. They harnessed the Nile, floating stones on massive wooden barges during the annual flood season. This required impeccable timing and a deep understanding of natural cycles. Even after reaching the plateau, stones had to be moved up ramps to the construction site. Thousands of workers had to be coordinated. Not a chaotic mob, but a well-drilled machine. Archaeology shows teams, supervisors, communal feasts, camaraderie, and competition. The blocks were fitted so perfectly you cannot fit a razor blade between them. The base is almost a perfect square, aligned to the cardinal directions within arc minutes. They used sophisticated surveying, astronomy, and meticulous measurement. It required mathematics, geometry, and relentless attention to detail. As we delve deeper, we encounter tantalizing hints of knowledge that vanished from the record. We call it lost technology. But it was not magic. Consider quarrying hard granite with soft copper tools. It seems impossible, yet the evidence is in the stone itself. They likely used abrasive pastes, quartz sand and water, with copper saws guiding the grit. It was slow but effective. Practical materials, science born of observation and experiment. Some theories propose vibration or resonant techniques to fracture stone along desired lines. Evidence is scarce, but the precision hints at advanced methods. Whether through sawing, sanding, or methods now lost, the outcome is ultra-precise stonework. Perhaps the most fascinating lost technology was social. Organization, bureaucracy, and logistics at scale. Accounting, resource allocation, scheduling, quality control, systems we are still learning from today. The true ghost in the machine may not be a tool, but a forgotten method of cooperation on a scale the world had never seen before. For years, we pictured workers dragging massive stones across dry sand. Immense friction, grueling effort, a slow, painful process. A team from the University of Amsterdam ran a clever experiment. They added precise amounts of water to sand and tested a sledge. The result? Dramatically reduced friction. Too little water and sand piles up. Too much and runners sink. Just the right amount. Firm, slick runners. This trick could have halved the workforce needed. The painting from the tomb of Jehudi-Hotep shows a person pouring liquid in front of a sledge, long read as ritual. Now physics suggests a practical engineering purpose, the secret hidden in plain sight. Archaeology has found canals and a harbor at the foot of the Giza Plateau. The Diary of Mirror describes transporting limestone from Tura to Giza via man-made waterways. They reshaped the landscape. Some propose water locks or buoyant elevators. Evidence is still being sought, but the potential is transformative. Fluid dynamics, friction, leverage, counterweights. The Egyptians were brilliant applied physicists. The secret was not brute force, but brain power. The ongoing study of the pyramids is not just about the past. Modern technology lets us see inside these ancient structures. Techniques like muon tomography are like X-rays for a mountain of stone. In 2017, muon scans revealed a massive, previously unknown void above the Grand Gallery, as long as a passenger airplane. Its purpose is unknown, but its discovery proves the pyramid still holds deep secrets. These revelations force us to reconsider ancient civilizations. We often carry chronological snobbery, assuming the past was less capable. But the pyramids show scientific knowledge, project management, and engineering prowess not surpassed for millennia. Understanding how they built these monuments elevates our respect for our ancestors and informs modern engineering. There are still chambers to find, texts to translate. The stones have more to tell us. When we strip away myths and fantastic theories, what remains is the raw power of human ingenuity. Not aliens, people. In quarries, they used wood soaked in water to split rock. Simple, brilliant. In transport, they transformed sand into a slick surface with water and engineered canals to bring the river close. They used the stars to survey, achieving precise alignment. This ingenuity was social. Leaders, scribes, overseers, a system feeding and motivating tens of thousands. Project management on a scale that would impress modern engineers. It integrated astronomy, physics, materials science, logistics, and psychology into a unified plan. The builders were polymaths, practical problem solvers who refined methods over decades. They understood the stars, the river, the stone, and the human heart. It is this comprehensive, interconnected intelligence that we should admire most. The true secret behind these wonders is human ingenuity. And so, we stand once more before the Great Pyramid. The sun sets, a shadow cast for more than 4,000 years. The mystery is not entirely solved. There are hidden chambers to find, texts to translate, secrets to uncover. The story is no longer slaves and whips, but skilled workers and brilliant minds, people very much like us achieving the extraordinary. Their legacy is part of the shared heritage of humanity. It is a story of our own potential. They challenge us. Are we thinking boldly enough? Are we collaborating effectively enough? With vision, science, and collective effort, there is nothing we cannot achieve. Let the pyramids stand as a testament, beacons of human creativity, proof that the spirit that built them still lives in us. The story of the pyramids is and always will be the story of us.